Nerdy Jeff here. Welcome to HubCity NerdShow. I thought it'd be cool just to do a little video here showcasing my favorite mods and the mods that I use when I play Skyrim. I know that Skyrim is an older game, but I can guarantee you that there is quite a lot of people who still play this game to this day, and who are still finding secrets and still having a blast with this game. I love this game. It's one of my favorite Elder Scrolls. I like it better than Oblivion and Morrowind. Yeah, I think this Skyrim is awesome. I'm very, very excited for Elder Scrolls 6, but I know it's still a year or two away, maybe more than that. Anyway, hope everybody's having a good Friday. Welcome to the stream, everyone. My name is Nerdy Jeff, and this is HubCity NerdShow. And I'll be showcasing my favorite mods and the mods that I use on this game. So let's go ahead and jump right in here. Now, I have it loaded up where we're going to be starting in Riverwood, which is the starting place after Helgen, because Helgen gets destroyed, you know, at the very beginning of the game, and then you start off in Riverwood. You can go from there and do your own thing. So again, this is not a playthrough or anything. It's just me going through the mods that I use and my favorite mods, and the ones that I have come across recently. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up my mod menu here. I'll show you guys the different creators if you want to go check them out. There are some of these that I highly recommend. There are a few that I do not recommend. And you don't want to have too many mods going at one time, because it will mess up your game and it will cause you to have crashes and stuff. I've run into maybe about 2 or 3 crashes that I run into when I was playing this last night. So y'all give me just a second. My mic is not going in. Okay, I do apologize about that, everybody. I had to grab something real quick. Anyway, now that we're here in the mod menu, the first thing that you want to do when you're going to be downloading mods, rather it be Fallout 4 or Skyrim, which are the only 2 Bethesda games I believe that have mods right now. Hopefully that'll change in the future. They'll add more and more games, but we'll just have to see, you know, with the next generation and stuff, what those systems and consoles have to offer for the developers and everything. But anyway, the first thing you want to do when you're going to be downloading mods, again on Fallout 4 or Skyrim, is you're going to get the unofficial patch, which I know they have one for Fallout 4. It's a really, really good one. Actually, it patches a whole bunch of stuff. As you can see from the unofficial Skyrim patch, it features hundreds of gameplay, quest, NPC, object, item checks, and placement bugs fixed. So like they've gone through the entire game and fixed just about everything you can think of. Very, very cool mod to get. There's so much that they've done here. And that one, I can't really say who the creator of that one is, but that's alright. So, and then I found this one the other day. It's called Epic Crispy Graphics, and this one's pretty good too. This is by a guy named Imperial Agent 92. It's either 92 or 94, I could be wrong, but either way, you can see from the bottom of the screen here, it's got his YouTube channel that you can go and check out and see how these graphics are supposed to work and look. And the crispy graphics are pretty nice. It makes things pop a lot more. It really does a number on the water, which is very cool. Again, this guy's name is Imperial Agent 92 or 94. But I have about 3 or 4 of his mods on here. The next one is the Lively Graphics Overhaul that I've been using recently. And what this is a complete graphics overhaul. It doesn't make everything look so bland and just plain looking. It really makes the foliage and the grass and the trees, just makes everything so much more lively and makes the world just feel more alive, and the towns and stuff too. It's very cool. And then this one is just a skies mod. It's mainly for nighttime. You can't really see it during the day, but at night, oh man, the stars and the just, you know, like the stars and the whole night sky, it just really comes alive at night. It's very, very cool. And like, I'll wait a minute in the game and I'll show you what what it looks like at night. It is very awesome. And then this one is More Blood and Gore. This is not by Imperial Agent. I can't say for sure who this one is by. But if you guys want More Blood and Gore, just go to the mod menu, type in More Blood and Gore, and this should be the first one that pops up. It's very cool. It's only 27 kilobytes, so it's very, very tiny. So it shouldn't take up a lot of space. But it is pretty cool. It's just like when you're fighting or when you're in combat or anything, it's going to be more blood and gore. And it does exactly what it does. And then you have enhanced interior graphics, which is pretty cool. Like anytime you go inside a dungeon or a cave, different things like that out in the world, it just enhances the lighting a bit better. Make it more believable, more immersive. And then the other one I have is Immersive Movement, which just makes your character move more lifelike, like they should. And the other one I have is Unlimited Sprinting, which is always nice because the sprinting, of course, uses stamina. And when you have Unlimited Sprinting on, you're not using no stamina at all. So you can use that stamina, have it on reserve for when you're in combat. So it's pretty nice. And then I have Rain and Snow effects. What this is basically doing is if it's raining and you like zoom in on your character real good, you can see the water from the rain dripping off your armor, you know, or your character in general. If it's snowing, the snow and frost and stuff is going to get stuck to your skin and your armor and stuff. It's pretty cool. And then we have a Better Horse, which basically is if you have a horse, it'll stay where it's supposed to stay and it won't die. So that's always good. But I don't have a lot of horses right now. And then you have Lampposts of Skyrim. What this does is basically at nighttime, it just makes it more, you know, lit up, so you don't get lost and stuff as easy, and you can find your paths and everything like that. So it's very cool. Originally in the game, I think they should have added lampposts. I don't know why they didn't, but this mod adds that. And it's just a nice little short and sweet mod that you can get. And then I got unlimited inventory weight, which is always a nice one to have. And then I also used Obsidian Weathers. This is another weather mod to where it just makes the snow and the rain feel more realistic, you know. It's just pretty nice. And then Improved Sounds. That does exactly what it is. What it says it does is just improves the sounds, make things a little bit more loud. This mod right here, I would not recommend this one because this one is broken or something. It just does not work. I've tried it and tried it and tried it. I cannot get it to work. But I did find some other ones. Because what this mod is supposed to do is, instead of crafting, if you don't feel like crafting and whatnot and going to find the materials, then this is supposed to add all the clothes and stuff. But like I said, it's broken or it just doesn't work. So, and this one is Immersive Citizens. It's basically for all the AI and NPCs and stuff to make them more immersive. If you're in a conversation or something, it feels more lively, not so stiff, you know, not so bland and plain. So it's very cool. It even works with world encounters and stuff like that. So, you know, I think it's pretty awesome. And then I have free crafting, and what this is I don't need any of the crafting perks or any of the materials. Anything I want to make, I can go make it at a blacksmith forge or the like if I want different weapons or armor or any of the gems or anything like that, I can go and make them without having the materials to make them. Like, I don't have to do any kind of mining or anything. It's just all right here, and it's very cool. And then I have this one that I just added last night, which is the Great Cities. And what this does is, it's by a person called Soldier of War. And he's got some other good ones, but this is the only one that I really found that I like. And what this does is just, again, makes the cities feel more alive, more lively. It adds more NPCs. Just to make it more realistic, you know. And it also expands some of the bigger holes in the world, too. So it's very cool. And then you have Armor of Skyrim, which this opens up every single piece of armor in the game. It also adds different pieces of armor that are not in the game, that this modder made himself. And they are very cool. They're very lore-friendly, also. So it's very nice. Like, in this mod itself, it adds 83 different versions of the Thieves Guild armor, which is just insane. And they're all very, very cool. And in order to get them, you have to go to the guy who sells him, and he is at the beginning of the Thieves Guild hideout, which is in Riften and the Ratways. At the Flag and Ragged. So, very cool mod to have if you want to have all the armors like right out of the gate. Very helpful. This one is one of my favorite ones. It's a epic realistic enhancement effects for your weapons. Not your armor, but your weapons. So like, well, I'll just show you that one here in a minute, because it is pretty cool to see like firsthand instead of me just explaining it to you. And this is Red Guard clothing, because there is no Red Guard clothing in this game at all, which I don't understand. I know there's not a lot of Red Guards in here, but if you're going to be playing as a Red Guard character for role-playing purposes, this is what I got that one for, so that way I can have the Red Guard armor and the scimitars and all that good stuff, the weapons and everything that they use. I thought it was pretty cool mod. And this is the scimitar that I was talking about. It's actually the Ash Abba one, where you can fight the undead, and you get bonus abilities for fighting the undead, so it's very cool. This one, unfortunately, you do have to craft yourself, though. And then I have this one, which just adds a bunch of different weapons and stuff that you normally wouldn't get. Very cool mod to have. And this one right here is called Bling Boxes. What this is you can basically find these chests behind the stones that are right before you get to Riverwood. Like, you have your Thief Stone, your Mage Stone, your Warrior Stone. So behind the stones that you get that you come to right after you leave Helgen and right before you get to Riverwood, if you look behind each and every one of those stones, you'll see these boxes now. If you have this mod activated in your load order. And then this is just basically when you go to a smelter at any blacksmith forge or anything like that. If you find a smelter there, then basically you can break down your jewelry and you can take the gems out of that jewelry. So, you know, it's a very useful mod to have if you're looking for something of that sort. And this is all map locations discovered. So that way, if you don't want to go anywhere on your horse, or if you don't want to go there on foot, just download this mod right here. Have it in your load order. It doesn't matter where you put it in your load order. But basically what this does is just open up every single location on the map. You just click on that location and you can go there and fast travel. It's a very useful mod to have. And then I have the marksman armor and the bow. This is basically if you're going to be playing an archer type character, or for an archer type build, then basically you start out with a 50 armor and then 50,000 arrows for your bow. Very cool. It's just a simple, very simple mod, very simple bow, very simple plain looking armor, but it does help out. It's mainly for like I said, if you just want to go for that archer type character or build, and it works really well if you're starting a new game too. So that way you don't have to run around and look for everything. It's very cool. And then I got Apik Enhanced Riverwood, which again is just another cities type mod where it just makes the cities more vibrant, more alive, more foliage, more grass, more trees, just to make things pop more. And that's what these three are right here. And then this is Enhanced Cities, which is the bigger holds in the game are going to look more realistic, other than what they would in the vanilla game. And then this is Enhanced Morthal, which is another one of the holds, but it makes Morthal look more lore friendly, basically. So let's go ahead and check out some of these mods in action. The first mod that I'll show y'all is the Enhance Effects. The Enhance Effects for enchantments on your weapons. So like I'll go to my items, I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. Like right now I have a Steel Sword of Embers. It only does 16 damage, but it does plus 7 damage also. But in the vanilla game, basically, like your weapons, when they're enhanced and enchanted, they give off kind of like a glowing effect like it is now, but it's more dim and darker for some reason. So what this mod does is it brightens up that glowing effect, which you can see here on the screen. But then when you equip it, it's very cool, because instead of it glowing and stuff, it actually looks like it's on fire. And that to me, I think is really, really cool. Like, you can really see it. Instead of it just glowing, it gives it like an effect like it's actually on fire. So, like an actual enchanted weapon. Very nice. And it works best. It works best with the fire enchantments on the weapons, but it also works really nice with... I don't have a lot of enchantment on my weapons right now is the only thing. Like, I don't know if you can see it on this one any good, but... yeah, you can kind of see it on here. I just think it's awesome because instead of the glowing effect, you actually... It looks like your weapons are really enchanted. So, very cool. Very nice little mod to have. Definitely check that one out. But I think my favorite one is the fire enchantments on the weapons. I just like the way it looks. And it makes me feel like a badass. So anyway, we'll go ahead and check out some of these cities mods and stuff. And like I said, I just found these ones the other day, and so far they're some of my favorite ones that I've come across. So this is what Riverwood looks like now with the mod activated. You can see it does add a lot more trees and foliage and grass and plants. And it just looks more lived in and more believable, more alive. So very cool, I think. It is really, really nice. It adds so much more trees. Like even up in the mountains and stuff, there's a lot more trees than there would be in the vanilla game. So very cool. Very nice little mod to have. And the trees even move and stuff too, so I thought that was a nice touch that they did for the mod. Like, they could have made it static, so it's very cool that they didn't. And then you can see it also makes the water look more realistic too than it would in the vanilla game. Very awesome. Very nice looking water effects. So I just thought that was a nice touch that this guy did. Again, if you want to check this guy out on the mod menu, his name is Imperial Agent 92 or 94, one of those two. But it's definitely Imperial Agent. Go check him out on the mod menu. And you know, I can't say if he has any mods on Fallout, but that would be awesome, because I think this guy did an amazing job. And this is actually the first mod that he did. Was he made Riverwood more alive feeling, and then he just added on to the different holds and cities and towns and stuff. So we're gonna leave Riverwood real quick, and I'll show you some more of the locations that just look really, really awesome. Like, another one of my favorite locations would be Falk Wreaths. We're gonna go there real quick. And I'll show you guys Falk Wreaths and see what that looks like, and show y'all how much different it looks as opposed to the vanilla game. Now, like, Falk Wreaths to me is what I'm doing in Falk Wreaths is I've actually made a wood elf character, and he's my archer that I have, my archer build that I'm working on. He's only a level 5 or a 6 right now, but what I've been doing with him is basically staying around the area of Falk Wreaths, because to me, Falk Wreaths seems like a place where the wood elves would go. And I've been paying attention in this area, and it seems like a lot of the wood elves do hang out there. And from what I've noticed, you can get some really cool quests in Falk Wreaths. That Spriggan came up out of nowhere, and now we have some outlaws here. Oh my goodness. Alright, so let's see if we can find it. It should be coming up close. I don't know how I got so turned around. Okay, yeah, I was going the wrong way. So let's go back this way. We're not even going to worry about the bandits or anything. Just got to make it over there. Another thing I forgot to mention that I know I said on the all locations discovered on the map mod that I have, it will only let you go to a location if you've discovered that location. And now here I am in Falk Wreaths anyway. And you can see Falk Wreaths looks a lot more like, I guess, just what it should have looked like to begin with. And I think it's so cool that the modding community does these kind of things. I mean, it's just awesome to me. You can see there's so much more foliage and trees, grass. There's so much more plant life. It just feels more alive to me. And it's just very, very nice. So you can see it's like, it also expanded Falk Wreaths a little bit, which is very cool. Very, very cool, I think. So that's another one of my favorite ones, is just the difference that they've done to Falk Wreath. And like all I'm doing right now is just showing the major holds, so that way we don't have to go through every single different location on the map, because that would just take so long. I believe Whiterun would be next, so let's go to Whiterun and I'll show you guys the difference. Show y'all just how different Whiterun looks as opposed to the vanilla version. The very, very nice change. Alright, so here we are in Whiterun now. And let's go around this area and I'll show you guys the difference here too. Like right off the bat, you can see there's so much more trees, foliage, plant life. It's just great. And they've added a bit more NPCs that just walk around. And also, this mod adds NPCs that have weapons and stuff. Like this chick right here, she runs this shop here, the blacksmith place. But she's carrying a weapon, and that's just a regular NPC. Like, she's not of any importance in the game. And then you got this lady right here, she's just carrying around a dagger. So, like, I haven't tested it out, like, fully. Like, if you try and attack those NPCs, will they attack back? I think it's just them carrying around weapons just to make it feel more realistic. But you can see Whiterun definitely looks more different now than it did. Very, very cool. Just added so much more to it. It's very nice. Very, very nice. So that's Whiterun. We'll go up to Dragon's Reach. I'll show you guys what that looks like. I don't think there's that big of a difference to Dragon Reach, honestly. But we'll go find out. Yeah, there's nothing different about Dragon's Reach. Just more trees around the castle and stuff. More trees here out in the front. Very cool though. Very, very awesome. And we'll go to one more hold. I'll show you guys. I think we'll go... not Markath. Yeah, we'll go to Morthal, and I'll show you guys what I was talking about. Because that picture only shows the outside of it, but what they've done on the outside is just again added more foliage, more plant life, added more NPCs wandering around. They added more to the trees and to the snowy areas around that. Very cool. And that's part of the Night Skies mod in action right there. Very cool. A lot more crisp and clear than what you would get in the vanilla game. So, I highly recommend playing Skyrim with mods as opposed to no mods, because it just really opens up the game more.
Assuming I haven't used them all up.
And allows you to do more and just makes it more enjoyable to me. So very, very cool. Very nice, very nice. Very, very nice. I didn't think it would start me out inside the city itself. See if I can find a way out of here and show y'all the outside and what I'm talking about. Yeah, here we go. We should be able to go this way and get out of here. Oh, that purple is so cool looking in the night sky. That is awesome. Okay, so let's keep going around here. And yeah, here we go. Yeah, we'll go this way. See, it adds more to the swamp area back here. Just more trees, more grass. Just a lot more things happening as opposed to what would be happening. So it's very cool. So I just thought it was a nice change and a very cool mods to have. Let's go ahead and kill this vampire real quick.
That's all you got? Ow, big!
There we go. Where'd the other one go? Always somebody wanting to fight me.
I'll give you a swift and beautiful death.
Alright, so now that that's been taken care of, we'll get out of here and I will show y'all the like I have all kinds of different weapons that I've made at the blacksmith areas, which are weapons that I'm not supposed to have right now. As like I said, I can just go up to any blacksmith forge and make what I want to make with that one mod. It's very cool. Let me show y'all how that works real quick. And then we're going to go ahead and cut the stream off there. But we're going to go back to Riverwood, because to me, just Riverwood is an awesome starting area. And Riverwood also has one of the easiest blacksmith places to find, because it's like right when you come into the main gate. Alright, so here we are back in Riverwood. And so let's go over here.
Oh, been tending your hounds?
But you go over here to the blacksmith forge. And like I have it where I can make a mannequin now if I want to, or make my dude look like a mannequin, because who wouldn't want to do that? Unfortunately, you have to find firewood. But I have all the different bear hats and helmets that you can get now. A whole bunch of different kind of armor that you can get. All these different shields that they've added now, which is very cool. And this is all part of that mod. The craft anything mod. Like the Dark Brotherhood shield is one of my favorite ones that they've got. But I don't have any of the material. But I have that mod also where I can have all the materials if I want them. So you can see I can make all the steel armor and weapons. I can make all the leather. All the dwarven armor and weapons. Very cool. All the elven stuff. The Felmar. Which the Felmar, I believe, are the High Elves. All the orc weapons and armor. All the ebony armor that you can find. All the glass armor and weapons. The dragon weapon and armors that you can get from all the dragon bones and dragon scales that you get. All the Daedric armor and weapons. All the jewelry. All the building materials for your houses. The bone mailed weapons and armor. The chittens. The Nordic stuff. All the Stalrim. Which Stalrim stuff is part of this mod also. It's not actually in the game. But it's pretty cool for the most part. And then all the miscellaneous stuff, like you can craft soul gems, have the blades armor, exploding short tip spears, very cool. You can have knuckle weapons if you want them now. I can have all the gold that I want. It's very cool. So just like all in all, very cool mod to have is the craft anything mod, because it saves you a lot of time. That way you don't have to go out into the world and actually go waste your time fighting the materials, because it can be a bit of a challenge and it can take some time to go out and find the materials and stuff that you need to be able to craft and build what you're wanting to do. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below. Leave a comment for me if you want to. Let me know what you guys thought. But hitting that like button is very much appreciated. It does help. And it also lets me know you guys like these kind of videos and want me to keep making more videos like this. It's no problem at all. Just hit that like button so that way I know. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Go like the Facebook page. If you want to follow me on that page, the link for that is in the description. But I hope you guys have a good rest of y'all's Friday. And once again, this is HubCity NerdShow. I'm Nerdy Jeff. You guys have a fantastic rest of y'all's day. And again, congratulations to David, our giveaway winner. And hope you enjoy your prize. And yeah, just tell your friends, tell your family, come like HubCity NerdShow, and y'all keep it nerdy for me. I'm Nerdy Jeff. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank y'all and have a fantastic day.